Hello, this is your host, Renata Ortega. Welcome to today's episode of the Cycle Breaker and Changemaker podcast. This podcast is all about how to break free from negative generational cycles in order to create meaningful, lasting changes. For helpful tools and answers to your most pressing questions, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Cycle Breaker Changemaker. I look forward to helping you on your cycle breaking and change-making journey. I promise you will find nothing more rewarding than this. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the Cycle Breaker and Changemaker podcast. Thank you very much for joining me here today. My name is Renata Ortega, and I am a survivor of abuse and critical illness. I have figured out how to break free from multiple negative generational cycles that were ruining my life. I am now committed to making positive, impactful, and attainable changes for generations to come. As a result of personal experience, research, and therapy, I have been able to create tools and simplified concepts to help break down the barriers of negative cycles in order to create meaningful and lasting changes. I created this podcast so that I can share my knowledge with you. I look forward to helping you on your cycle breaking and change-making journey. I promise you will find nothing more rewarding than the experience of successfully breaking a negative cycle chain. That is the sound I hear each time I successfully break a negative cycle chain. This is a sound that you can start hearing too. In each future regular episode of this podcast, what you can expect from me is a story of a relatable, real-life experience and the steps I have taken to break the negative cycle highlighted in the story. You will also receive a tangible approach as to how you can use these steps in your own life to make lasting changes. I would like to clarify what this podcast is and what it is not in order to manage expectations. This podcast is designed for those who have a desire to break negative cycles in their lives, or to learn more about negative cycles and how to contribute positively to the cycle breaking and change-making process. This podcast will not be about me placing blame or the immense grief that I have suffered over the years. While that has certainly been part of my process and maybe of yours, this podcast is focused on moving forward with where you are in the present while honoring your past. I would also like to clarify what I am and what I am not. I am a real-life person who went through more traumatic events by the age of 18 than most people will endure in a lifetime. I am a mom, a wife, a sister, a daughter, a friend, an experienced environmental executive, an entrepreneur, and a coach. I am not a registered therapist nor a medical doctor, although I have benefited thoroughly from working with both. If you are in need of medical assistance or professional assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to your healthcare provider. Please stay tuned for upcoming episodes where I will be discussing getting into repeated negative relationships and the fear of abandonment. I cannot wait to help you on your journey. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do so. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Cycle Breaker and Changemaker. I would love to hear from you and to receive your feedback. Remember, you can reach me on Instagram or Facebook at Cycle Breaker Changemaker. Please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts in order to help me continue to help you. I am looking forward to having you join me for the next episode. Until then, please take care.